It's Madden NFL 23. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Colts and the Broncos on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They go play action with Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that
and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And it's taken in at the 9. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 22. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. To throw is Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Ryan. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Denver's offense now set to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Wilson on 1st down.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his first touchdown of the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley Cox, his 4th touchdown of the year.
And the Colts are back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 20. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
What do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Williams going to get it again on second down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. From back at their own 10-yard line. Now Ryan. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw again on second down. Ryan steps away to his left. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
When you count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and one in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This will be fielded at the 17. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the option, it'll be Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
McManus now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 12. A minute 35 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now Ryan on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Ryan.
Finding Pittman. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Ryan. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got it. And he's brought down.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.